Hey Wolfpack, it's Friday, December 7th, 2018. I'm Trinity Brown, and this is your Wolfpack News.
Ebony Rogers.
Isaac Johnston.
Trinity Brown.
Amari Carter.
Gabriel Bradley.
Taylor Wellborn.
Andre Winner.
Here's some national news from up north. I'm Ebony Rogers. A magnitude 7.0 earthquake that struck near Anchorage, Alaska on Friday, November 30th, crumbled roads and splintered buildings, set residents scurrying for cover, and triggered a tsunami warning for a time, authorities said. It was very loud when it came, Anchorage Mayor Ethan Berkowitz said. It was very clear that this was something bigger than what we normally experience. We live in earthquake country, and this was a big one. Despite the confusion, Anchorage authorities said Friday night that no fatalities or serious injuries were reported. Authorities didn't have firm figures on damages Friday night. Helicopters and drones were being used to assess infrastructure damage across the region.
With some traveling news, I'm Andre Witter.
I'm Taylor Wellborn.
Lion Air Flight 610 was scheduled domestic flight operated by the Indonesian airline Lion Air from Sukarno Hatta International Airport in Jakarta that crashed 13 minutes after takeoff in October. Wreckage from the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft was found in the Java Sea of the coast of Java.
All 189 passengers and crew were killed in the accident. This was the first major accident involving the 737 MAX and the deadliest involving a 737 aircraft. It is also the worst accident for Lion Air in its 18 years history. The crash calls into questions the computer control system of the model plane, since there is evidence the pilots were fighting the computer for control of the aircraft before the crash. Boeing insists the plane, which is the most used passenger jet in the world, is safe.
Hey Wolfpack, I have some news for you. Weather, you ready for it or not? What's up Wolfpack? Today I'm here to talk about the tornado outbreak. The tornado outbreak took place in the Prairie State of Illinois, dropping at least 26 confirmed tornadoes, which injured more than 2 dozen people. The Storm Prediction Center had issued a slight risk of severe weather that morning, warning that the development of afternoon tornadoes in this region seems likely. The tornado outbreak was larger than any in that area on the record for this time of year. In related news, keep an eye on local skies as Florida ranks surprisingly high on the list of the states which are hit by tornadoes.
With coverage of this week's biggest national news story, I'm Trinity Brown.
When the history books are written, they will say that George H.W. Bush was a great president of the United States, a diplomat of unmatched skill, a commander-in-chief of formidable accomplishment, and a gentleman who executed the duties of his office with dignity and honor.
Sadness struck the country last week when the 41st President, George H.W. Bush, passed away on November 30th, 2018 in Houston, Texas. Born June 12, 1924 in Milton, Massachusetts, Bush fought in World War II and was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1966. He served as Ronald Reagan's vice president for 2 terms and then won the 1988 U.S. presidential race, before losing his bid for a second term to Bill Clinton. Afterward, he made his appearance for his son, George W. Bush, who was also elected U.S. president and co-founded the Bush-Clinton-Katrina Fund. During his presidency, Bush skillfully handled foreign affairs during the delicate time for his nation. Just months into his first term, he responded to the breakup of the Soviet Union and oversaw the U.S. military's removal of Panamanian dictator Manuel Noriega from power. Not long after, Bush responded to the Iraq President Saddam Hussein's 1990 invasion of the Kuwait, leading a military campaign to drive Hussein out of the oil-rich country. Bush's handling of the invasion in Kuwait is largely viewed as a greatly presidential success. In later years, Bush was plagued by bouts of pneumonia and still found time to parachute from a plane to celebrate his 80th, 85th, and 90th birthdays, saying that getting to be an old guy doesn't mean you should sit around drooling. His funeral was held Wednesday with every living president in attendance and speakers recalling the intelligence and grace he showed while serving his country.
I want to know like what's going on in terms of like events and like testing and stuff like that, like updates.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right. By the time that this has aired, we will be done with testing for the semester as far as EOCs. So we'll have finished Algebra 1 EOC, we'll have finished Biology, U.S. History, and Geometry. The only testing that will be needed to do is going to be the graduate exams are next Thursday and Friday, the 13th and 14th. And then the undergraduate exams will be the following week on the 19th and 20th, of December. So make sure that you know where you stand with those. Next Tuesday is awards night, so students who are receiving an award will have an invitation given to them within the day or two, and we hope to see you and your families there as we recognize the achievements of the students for semester 1. Also following on the exams on the 14th for the graduates will be our winter social, where we have our graduate send-off, and we just have a good time with food and fun activities, et cetera, so that's always a good event. And then of course the Taj Mahal, the big deal is the December 21st is graduation, 5 o'clock at CPAC, and look forward to seeing a group of young folks walk across the stage and receive their diploma.
Okay, that sounds amazing. Those are all the updates.
Oh no, there's not. There's more.
Oh wait. Okay, I guess there's more.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Wolfpack, a serious note to start winding up the grading period. Some of us have noticed a bit of a drop-off in effort and attendance by some of our fellow students. Here's Mr. Ham and Miss Blanchette with some thoughts on how things are going to change in the third 9 weeks. Buckle up, it's about to get real.
Let me send a message to this wonderful place we call the Academy. For the record, this has been one of the weirdest semesters since I've been here. I don't know why, I don't know what. So what I'm trying to say is this, is that I look forward to 2019 to be a very positive, productive, and motivated year for all students who attend the Academy. It's not a threat, it's not me trying to come at anybody in the wrong direction. It's the expectation. So I wish everyone a great break. I'm very proud of those who graduated, but I want it to be known that we need to pick our game up both with our motivation, both with our focus, and of course just being here, doing the right thing each day, coming to school, and maintaining the grades you need to be successful and graduate high school. That's why we're here. We love you. Have a great break, but come back motivated.
Good job, guys. All right, so thank you for listening, thank you for giving your attention. Hopefully, and of course it was not coming from a place of anger, it's coming from a place of, quite literally, all of us love you. We know you can do better. We want you to do better. okay? But we can't do more than you can, so, or than you're giving us. So we need you to give some more and continue to graduate. Before you leave, you need to make sure that you take your candy. Graduates, you have Thursday, Friday, and then exams start after Wednesday, so you technically only have 5 days of class. You only have 5 days of class before exams start, and then we are going to have the senior send-off. The winter social, like I said, as of now, it's canceled unless Mr. Ham tells me otherwise, okay? So, I don't know, it is, because they don't deserve it, so. But you just deserve the senior send-off, so, yes. Yes.
Just about 30 seconds. Guys, as I was listening to her talk about canceling the winter formal or the winter event, here's the thing. I know that the ones of you guys sitting out here, a lot of you aren't the problem. Because you guys, most of you are the ones who are here most every day. You are the ones mostly who are passing your classes. So if it's the 18th time you've heard that and you're just like sick of it, understand that we understand it's not always every single person that's listening. But the other piece of that is, you may not be the problem, but you could very well be part of the solution. Let's create the positive peer pressure. Let's create some positive pressure on the folks who are mailing it in. Get on them, make them get here. Help them get their work done. Do the things that can help change our culture so that we want to succeed and achieve instead of just kind of doing the minimum and all to get by. Okay?